I see me winning. No more clouds, clear vision.
Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Recap with CAPO2G.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? What's going on with you? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's going on? How you feeling?
Oh shit, man, I'm feeling good. Just been putting in a lot of work. A
Type
couple, yeah, type shit. Got a new brand that I'm spearheading. Hustle Wizards clothing line. It's about to be dropping on May 10th. So make sure y'all go to hustlewizardsclothing.com and check it out. But yeah, it's always good to see you, Capo2G.
Yeah, man. Likewise.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, we've been having some discussions about, of course, the one thing that you champion is women empowerment.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of women out here doing amazing, amazing things. I see a lot of different seminars and conventions going on surrounding women. Let me ask you this: what do you think is the main predecessor that that causes motivation in women to be great, to be after to go after greatness, to go after business ownerships and, higher educations and just to be the best version of the female that they could possibly be? What do you think is the one predecessor, the underlining thing that motivates them to become such?
I mean, I think it's a couple of things, man, but I really feel like, birds of the same feather flock together. It depends on the group that you flocking with, man. You know what I'm saying? It
Hmm.
depends on who's your circle. You know, if your circle is aspiring and, you know, prosperous, it'll motivate you to want to be the same. But if your circle is, the crabs in the barrel, you don't have nobody to look up to. Your circle 9 times out of 10 gonna be looking up to you. So you don't have no motivation. Another way they could get motivated is by who they choose to be their significant other. As we all know, I mean, if your significant other is a thinking man, a wise man, a ambitious man, he's gonna wanna make you, you know, be the best that you could be. He's gonna wanna empower you. But if you choose a man that's pimping man or drug dealing, he's probably gonna, you know, put you in that line. So it all really depends on what you and who you surround yourself with. I really say that. That is the determining factor a lot of times in the outcome of everybody's situation.
What if she's just driven, self motivated, and she just has these different goals set that she's just driven to be able to accomplish and to be able to succeed in because of her own thing. It doesn't have to be because of a person motivating her. She's just able to see things and know that that's what she wants for herself, and then she sets her path on being able to obtain those things based on her own self worth, her thought process, her mindset, and her tenacity to be able to be great and to be able to accomplish those goals. What do you think those that come from? That type of woman.
I mean, like you said, it's self-driven. But one thing I know in life, man, you need a partner. I've never really seen anybody be 100% successful 100% by themselves.
Well,
You
to
need
have a partner does not mean that that partner needs to be the person that motivates you or directs you or has let me say sovereignty, which will be control of your destiny. So what if that woman is just a person's partner, but she is just not needing that type of that thing. She may need other things that the
when I say a
partner.
partner, I'm not even talking about a man.
Right. Oh,
I'm just talking about like you know, you
somebody
need
to be
a
successful with.
teammate.
Right. A
You need
team.
a team player
Right.
that
Okay.
could,
Okay.
or a friend, your friend group or your circle. If you just say, oh, I have great ideas. I'm going to do it all by myself. You're going to get to a certain point where you need some kind of motivation. You need new ideas. You know, you don't know everything. So you're going to need to tap from this source. You're going to need to tap from that source in order to, really get to your destination. You could definitely start the journey by yourself. Everybody got to start the journey by
Hmm.
themselves. You got to know what your passion is, what you want is, what your goal is, And then you gotta align with,
Mhm.
you know, the right
Like-minded people.
like-minded people so that you could really achieve that.
Mhm.
That's what I mean by a partner. I don't mean a man or a
A
relationship like that.
relationship. Okay, well, that's a better explanation,
Yeah.
and a better, thought process as to, a person having success based on, their surroundings. And a lot of the time that
Yo, you know what's crazy? A lot of people don't realize that their credit is the only thing standing between them and real opportunities. I'm talking apartments, cars, business funding, even peace of mind. And the truth is, most people were never taught how to actually fix it. That's where Grace Group comes in. They don't just repair your credit, they help you understand it, they help you clean it and position you to actually get funding, personally or business wise. If you're getting denied or you feel stuck financially, this might be the move you've been waiting for. And right now, they're doing something crazy. The first 10 people who sign up get 50% off of their services. All you got to do is use that promo code 2G. And if you're serious about leveling up your situation, here's the information right here. Email gracegroup@gracegroupenterprise.com. The website is gracegroupenterprise.com, and the phone number is 833-290-5017. Stop letting bad credit hold you back. Start putting yourself into the position to win. Let's elevate, y'all.
that is very true as well, because you can be, aligning yourself with people who don't know how to be successful, who can talk a success game of success, but don't know the actual steps in executing success. And that's a lot of females get caught up in the good game talk. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Rather than being able to look at a person and say, hey, well, this person really is able to mentor or give me the right direction because they're going through that, they're living that, that's what they do. And then sometimes women, they go for what a person may look like and think that that's because they're talking about a certain successful situation that they know about it because of, the whatever accolades that they might come along with. You feel what I'm saying? But a business acclimate and being able to, keep a person in the right path based on your own success is a lot of times it's something that people don't run across. It's somebody who can mentor them, who can show them, who other than just talking about what they want to do. And a lot of times, like you say, friendships. One city that I can honestly say carries groups of successful women would be, well, more than one. I would say Atlanta, Georgia, definitely.
For sure.
Right, Texas for sure. Vegas, so to speak, not as much so as those cities because you got a lot of independently successful women in the South. Period.
I say Detroit as well.
Detroit. Okay. Yep. 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 Detroit. I mean, there's a lot of places that women, and then you got those that are laying around waiting for someone to come along and I don't know, pay their bills or
It's unfortunate the times that we in, man, because the role models for a lot of these women are, the rappers. A lot of women get their message and their train of thought from, I won't just say women, a lot of this generation, period, get their message and their train of thought from social media and music.
yeah.
So the narrative is making people lazy today. The narrative that's being pushed in the entertainment world is making this generation lazy as fuck. Women believe that all they need is a BBL and they're gonna find a rich man. But they forget that it's the population of the world is like 8 to 1 or 10 to 1 women to men. So guess what? You get that BBL, you find a rich man today, don't mean that rich man gonna set your life up. It means that that rich man gonna want you, he gonna use and abuse you because guess what? There's 10 more girls that is waiting for him. And so he got options and he's not gonna put all his focus on you because all you came with was your looks, your body, you look good. That's all he wants.
Well, what if they led with something other than the body? And they led with the fact that, hey, I'm trying to position myself to do business with you, not just be somebody that you find attractive physically, but see what my mind is about. What do you think the rich guy would say to a woman who led like that? and said, do you think he would say, "Oh, baby girl, come on now, you know what we're here for"? Or do you think he would say, find interest in finally finding a woman who could benefit him business wise because she is beautiful, she's smart, and she's looking to be potential business partner or somebody who can enhance male counterparts business. And let me tell you something. See, women need to start giving themselves so much more credit when it comes to the business world. Because let me tell ladies something. Ladies, listen to me when I tell you this. It's very important. When you have a certain je ne sais quoi about yourself and you go to business meetings, a lot of the times those meetings are being closed because of you. And you need to start realizing that and give yourself a little bit more credit as to what you actually bring to the table. Because when a businessman brings a beautiful lady to a business meeting who sometimes just knows how to be beautiful and maybe, add a little here, a little bit of there, let me tell you something. That is so empowering to the businessman that what you should start understanding about yourself is more than the fact that, hey, I'm just a pretty face. You are definitely a commodity in a lot of different ways. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be, because you took your clothes off. That should be the
The
last thing
last
that,
thing that
that you
you
bring to the table.
because like you said,
Because you ain't had nothing to celebrate. The clothes taken off should be a celebration. So guess what?
right?
Like Kobe say, the job ain't done yet.
Like you said, that's exactly my point is, it's okay to get the BBL. It's okay to look pretty. It's a lot of pretty bums out there though.
Mhm.
You don't want to be a pretty bum. You rather be a pretty boss. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, it's okay to look good, but it's also okay to be smart and to
Right.
have something intangible to bring to that rich man that you're looking for. So then he's going to be able to invest in something where you could be set up for real. Instead of all you came to the table was your looks, then you're now easily replaced. So I just encourage the women to stop being lazy and thinking that your looks could get you everything. No, your looks will get you in the door. You know what I'm saying? Your looks will get you in the door. Your looks will get you in that VIP section. Your looks will get you, a meeting, with a potential, but your looks ain't gonna take you further than that. It's what's up here,
That's what's
so
gonna keep you there.
it's going what's gonna keep you there. So, I just encourage, man, like get something up here. Surround yourself with if you don't know how, you gotta ask questions. You gotta, surround yourself with people that you would hear their kind of conversation, what they talk about at lunch. They're not talking about, oh, girl, guess what happened at the club last night? Or girl, you know, they ain't talking about Tyrone or, you know, they ain't talking about, the next nigga all the time. They having real conversations. They're having business conversations. They're having, you know, strategic conversations and conversations that would get them ahead.
Right.
So your conversations every day, what you think about, what you put in your head, and all of that every day is what's in your head. So you put something different in your head, surround yourself with something different, and you're gonna get a different outcome. You're gonna sharpen these tools because just like you work that booty out, baby, you gotta work this brain out because this the best muscle that you got
It
in your
really is.
body.
It
You
really
go
is.
to the gym and do your squats and your lunges, you gotta do something for
Open a
this
book and
muscle
read
right
and
here,
and that
you know?
continuously educate yourself so that you can sit at those tables and be a part of the conversation. And sometimes, let me tell you something, a really smart female will always be able to lead those conversations because you're going to have the men in awe that you are able
Oh,
to have those conversations.
mhm.
Even let's just like let's take it just let's say sports. Keep it simple. If you are a beautiful female and you go into a room full of men and you're able to have a good time watching the game, playing sports, and just being cool, you're gonna have a room full of male fans. Period. So let's just say you're a businesswoman and you're able to have a conversation and teaching people something, not just overpowering the conversation or even keeping up with the conversation. You're gonna have so much respect and be sought after because that's what every businessman wants is a partner or somebody that they can have as a liaison who is intelligent and smells good. Let's just say it like
Right.
that. So, but let me ask you this, G. So you say lazy women. What would you consider a lazy woman? Would a lazy woman be someone who just, hey man, I've been going hard for 10, 15 years. I just need a break for about a year and just to, maybe find some new directions. I don't feel like doing nothing. I just want to just enjoy peace. Or would that be considered a lazy woman? Or would a lazy woman be just somebody that's just never even trying to, do anything, or maybe tried but continues to fail, laying around, and that's just thinking that because they look a certain kind of way, they're going to continuously be able to, you know, get money and hustle and do that type of way. Which what do you consider a
I
lazy
think a
woman?
lazy woman or a lazy person is we talking about women now, so I'll stick with it. A
Let
lazy
me let me
woman.
let me put one more element in it. Another element is, okay. Say like if the woman comes in and she just won't take your direction and is not jumping up doing the things that you're suggesting that she do, because she's not doing that. Would you consider her a lazy woman because she's not willing to? You say, hey, you should be a dentist. Right. So let me set you up with being a dentist, and if she's not showing a lot of a lot of ambition towards it. She's not gung ho. She's not showing any passion. So she's just not really putting her all into it. Would that be considered? What would you consider a lazy woman?
Will consider her not doing what my idea is lazy, but as long as she's doing what her idea is, you know what I'm saying? Like you just should not just sit around and not do anything. You know, you gotta have a passion, you gotta have some kind of drive, or you gotta have a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be doing something. You know, if you're not doing anything and I give you some ideas and you're still not, or interested, then you're lazy. If you just all you want to do is just be a passenger princess. All you wanna do, then you're lazy.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: if it's something you had a discussion with a person, and they said, "Hey, man, I'm so excited about this, that, and the other," and then you support them, and then next thing you
They
know, they
still
all of a
sitting on
sudden,
their hands.
right now, that's lazy. I don't
Yeah.
care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely lazy. Or it's just something sometimes that a person thought that that's what they were interested in. They tried out, and they just realized that it's just not something that they was just as interested in before they actually involved themselves with it. But
The
yeah.
truth is this, though. In this generation, this is the fast food drive-through generation.
Mhm.
Everybody wants instant gratification and
Mhm.
instant success. As we know, we cut from a different cloth. We know that there's nothing like instant. The real success doesn't come instantly. You actually
You gotta be
grind.
grinding.
You gotta put time into it. Time equals success. And we don't control time. So that means we don't control when success comes. So you just gotta be loyal to your grind and you gotta put in that work every day. That's the only way that you're gonna elevate, So these days, man, there's a lot of women that want to do so many things, but they don't have that dedication. They don't have that dedication. Man, women start businesses every day, but they just have an LLC. They're not putting the time into it every day. Time means research. Time means, whatever the business is, you gotta physically put time into it, mentally put time into it, in every way, every day. So you could get one step closer every day to that ultimate goal. But a lot of people I see, man, they just register a business and they call themselves a business owner. There's a lot of
Mhm.
LLCs out there, but them LLCs ain't doing nothing.
Well, a lot of times because of that is the fact that they don't understand what to do beyond actually getting the LLC. They're
That's
not
where the
around.
time and research comes in.
Right. Well, and then another thing about that too is that, that's another point that you brought up earlier is the people that you're around. If you are around people that's not talking, corporate language, and they're talking, something that's more comfortable for your mindset, 9 times out of 10, you're going to just drift into that, into the comfortable area, instead of the area where you have to get up and do the research, put the work in. But if you go around those type of people, and there's a lot of places that you can set yourself up, like, office spaces where they have, community, setups where, you're sitting around other business people working and you can learn. And then, YouTube college, YouTube school, it's just so much information on the internet, man, that is no reason for anybody to have a entity set up and not being having some kind of knowledge. And that's another thing too. These relationships, if you are a mindset of a business person, then it is naturally best for you to be in that environment. And sometimes you can be with somebody that's not about that, or don't know nothing about it, and you can learn with that person. You know what I'm saying? But don't ever put yourself in a position to where you have to explain yourself as to why you are somebody who's interested in owning a business or knowing about it, because you can go around people who you don't that ain't gonna work and all that kind of stuff, and you sitting up explaining yourself as to why you want to be successful. Makes no sense. The mindset should be people of like-mindedness should cohabitate and commingle.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So, but listen, this has been a great topic today, but we have a new game we want to try out today, and it is called Character Traits of a Woman. And if you like the character trait or something that you feel like is a good character trait in a woman, you're going to have the green flag. If you feel like it's a bad character trait in a woman, then you're going to raise the red flag. So, guys, I want you guys to get ready for this new segment. We're going to have a little bit of fun. And this segment is sponsored by Hustle Wizard Clothing. HustleWizardClothing.com. It's dropping May 19th. It's fire. So, y'all make sure y'all check out Hustle Wizard Clothing. Okay, so the first one is going to be a rapper. Would you think that a female being a rapper is a good characteristic or a bad characteristic? Is that a red flag or a green flag?
It's no flag. It just depends on that one right there. Is no flag because it could be green, it could be red. It just depends on the person. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind a rapper. Shit, if you fire, I could probably help you. You know,
You're a
I could help you
manager,
take
huh?
it to the top. So it doesn't matter. Like that one, it could be both. And shit,
Yeah.
come with. Let's get to know each other.
Okay. Let's say a woman who is, let's just say she used to be doing drugs 5 years ago. She did drugs 5 years ago. She's clean now. She left that life behind. And I'm talking about hard drugs, the kind that had her outside in the streets and doing all of that.
Mm.
But now she's got her own business. She's thriving and she left that life behind. Would that be somebody
I'll
that?
give her as a green flag. Good job, baby. I'm proud of you.
Okay,
I'm
that's
proud that you left that and you doing this. I'll
okay.
give you a green flag.
That's a green flagger for
Yeah.
sure. That's a green flagger. And shout out to people who have, had that journey, and sometimes you got to get through it to get to it. That's for
Right,
sure.
right. We all got a past, man, and life is a journey. But as long as you elevating in that journey, it don't matter where you came from.
Yeah.
Really don't. You know.
Yeah, because some women have to, get caught up in them bad relationships, and even guys get caught up, with,
Right.
get introduced to some things. But yeah, okay. Well, let me ask you this. Let's say a woman that was just adamant about you being in the house at a certain time and being just a relationship that's just like monogamous, but she expects you to pay all the bills.
That's a red flag already. She's just controlling, baby. Get out of it.
Okay, let me ask you this: what's controlling about it? The stay in the house or the you pay all the bills? Which one is more the controlling
I'm
thing?
a man. I'm a provider, but you can't expect me to do that and then you're not gonna control me, first of all. You know what I'm saying? I don't come with a remote control. I am the control pad.
I dig it.
You know what I'm saying? I control myself and I control this environment. I create a space in the world. I carve it out for me, a space that I control. Now, when it comes to the rest of the world, I can't control it.
Right.
But in my domain, my concubine, yeah, this shit this remote control it's in my hand.
Okay, well, I got one for you right here. Okay, let's just say you take your young lady out to the Usher Chris Brown concert tour.
Right.
I know you. I know she's gonna be bad. Whoever you taking out there with you, so she would be the type that they would call up on that stage.
Right.
So let's just say she allowed Usher to give her a cherry, feed her a cherry, and allow Chris Brown to kiss her on the lips. Would that be a red flag woman or a green flag woman?
Now,
Or is she a candy cane?
is this is this woman somebody I'm dating and somebody I'm
There's somebody that you're dating, and yeah, that
Oh
you're
yeah,
dating.
that's a red flag.
That's a red. Okay, so okay, I mean it's Usher and Chris Brown. It's a show.
It don't matter.
Fact that she entertained it, huh?
Yeah, like
That's over.
I'm not that type of guy that, you know, the only thing Usher and Chris Brown got over me is some more M's in the bank and fame. That's it.
Hey man, the stands might want to be empty because them two guys together, they finna cause a lot of
No,
household
they
problems.
is, but at the end of the day, you just kissed this man for what? What did you gain out of it?
It's Chris Brown. That girls want to kiss the man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what did you gain out of it? That means you're like
A groupie.
you're a stand for nothing.
No.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
Security.
she gone.
That's funny.
She for the streets. Yeah, she gone.
Yeah, that was funny, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked in for more red light, green light on the recap with CAPO2G show coming to you every week live right here on the 2G officially 2G channel. 2G, let us know what you got coming out. What you got coming out?
Got a lot of things coming up, man. For the lazy female, for the one that, got an LLC set up and LLC is just sitting on a shelf somewhere. You don't know what to do with it. She's not motivated. She's not inspired. Hit me in the DM, I'm gonna get your LLC funded. I'm gonna get your personally and business wise funded. I'm also put that money into a plug and play business, which will pay you weekly, so you could, literally just lay up and kick your feet up at home like you like to do. And you'll be receiving a residual income. Yeah, we'll set you up right. And if you're one of the females that does know that has business acumen and you know what you want to do, you got a passion, hit me up in a DM. Let's work. Let's get you that money so that you could fund your passion and fund your dreams, man. I just put out a new single produced by Mr. Chalk. It's called Dreams. It was all a dream. I got that buzzing right now, so y'all check that out on all platforms. Dreams by Capo2G. I got Sexual Healing that I dropped. I also dropped a new track called Big Dog. I walk like a big dog, talk like a big dog, and I live like a big dog. You know what I'm saying? We talk big conversations, have small conversations. We don't eat small food. We don't do nothing small. So it's big dog energy over here. So you check that one out too on all platforms. Big Dog by Capo2G. And we dropping a recap every week because it's something exciting every week. So stay tuned. The recap with Capo2G, and we doing it that way. I had a dream. 2G. See me winning. No more clouds, clear vision. It was all a dream. Yeah, I see my dreams.